Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
Pulls and fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Snap it to the back. Ball's out. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position for them.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Going to work on 2nd down. In the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown tie. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give to the back. Running with power. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited a high...
And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen.
Oh, they knock it free. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet. Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Feeling some heat. Wiggles free. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
After the misfire, it's second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
They'll line up for a second down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's going to let it go. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Going up top on first down. He's got his man.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes or goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
In the red area, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
He'll come out throwing on first down. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. He wants to pass it on second down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air. Coming after it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Bama!
How about the day for this show? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run from the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. He caught it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. While they're thrown a little bit late, as a result, it's an INT.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Off play action. Floats it out in space. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McMahon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Robbins. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robbins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
At the 13-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 35, LSU 7.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Back to throw. It's Wilfork. Pocket starts to collapse. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
They'll run it to the right side. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after touchdown tie. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
1st and 10.
Playbook here on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup. He lofts one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and
10. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're testing the right side here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. They'll run the screen. Keeps the legs moving. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On the run, still looking. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Slings it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. Got a lot of running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, call them, or walk out here with it done.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. Got the tight end outside. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And he was able to get back on top of it. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Batted into the air, and it's picked off. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for you.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.